All the time.
All the time?
Yeah. I knit because I can't stand television commercials.
Oh,
I have to do something else. I don't
Right.
have to watch the screen. And I usually find yarn that's on sale somewhere, and then I decide what to do with it. And sometimes I knit for my husband,
boy, beautiful,
and
gorgeous.
sometimes I knit for my grandchildren, and most of the time I knit for me.
My mother-in-law did a sweater like that for me, and I wore it out. The elbows and everything wore out. So she undid it and did it over again with elbows in it. So it lasted, what, 30 years, Ed? Yeah, it was great.
She's got more patience than I've got. I've got different yarns. I like trying different yarns, seeing how they work out. And I think I've been knitting since I was 5.
Really?
Yeah. And
Wow.
the quilt is something I made when I was
this?
into quilting.
Oh,
And it's a
wow.
log cabin.
Look at that. It's beautiful. You'll have to come around after and look at all these because they're just fantastic.
Anyway.
Thank you very much, Anne. What? Artist, Lise Filio. Born in Ottawa. Ancestors from France, was taught by an aunt who studied at l'École des Beaux-Arts in Montreal. From the age of 4, started to learn and visited art galleries each Sunday with her aunt. She took pencil drawing courses, oil painting in Port Credit, needlepoint, cross-stitch, crewel, petite point, or penny point, I guess they call it. Right. Embroidery, now to presently starting to paint with acrylics on rocks and canvas. Hey, Jerry, you might be able to get a lesson here. Loves nature and photography and making cards with her photos. Great, great. Now, you want to do some more explaining?
Sure. This is my aunt, by the way, but you probably can't see her. She's passed away now, but she was a great artist.
Her aunt was a great artist, and that's a picture of her.
I've made some jewelry. Some are on with crystal beads, and this one is cloisonné. That's the name of the beads. I like to try different mediums because I'm constantly creating, whether it's baking or art or anything. I'm just a right-brainer. That's the way I was born. This is a painting of well, it's not a painting, it's cross-stitch, and it's with pumpkins, and I put a little bear face in it, just trying to do something different, and there's beadwork in there also.
Can you hear that, folks?
No? Okay. It's too bad we don't have a microphone.
Yeah.
You can say.
It's cross-stitch anyway, and it's pumpkins, and what more can I say? Can you see that?
This one is a crewel. It's another type of needlework. It looks like smocking inside, but it's a painting, and then inside I do all the crewel work. This takes about 6 months to a year for me to do it. And all of my frames are designed by me, and my friend that used to own Nancy's Art and Frame Gallery would be the one that frames them for me.
Okay, it's cruel. Doesn't mean that it's cruel.
No.
But anyway, it takes her about 6 months to do something like that. I guess I can't explain it more than that.
No, it's very fine work, and it requires a lot of good eyesight.
Very fine work and requires good eyesight. Okay.
This one here is one of my favorite pieces. It's embroidery. It's Victorian teacup, and this also takes quite a bit of time to do it.
This takes a lot of time. It's very intricate. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is sort of like a tapestry case for glasses, and this one is all flowers, but I also made one that was all Himalayan cats, and it covered the whole case completely. This one is sort of more flowers throughout.
Right. This is a glass case, tapestry.
And
Very neat.
that one is needlepoint.
And this is needlepoint. Too bad we don't have a microphone, folks.
There's some photo cards here that I take photos and then I make my own cards. And there's samples of things I've made and I've given away. There was a pillowcase that I made in embroidery. It was all butterflies. And this is another thing I'm starting to dibble-dabble with, and it's called Zentangle. It's kind of like doodling, but what comes out of it is amazing. And it's done on rice paper on these little cards. And I brought the tools and everything to show people.
Tell you what, if you want to see more of this, come on up here later and she'll do the explaining and you'll
Yes.
hear exactly what it's about.
Yes, because there's pottery I've made and some of my stones that I painted with acrylic and other things.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.